could she be? Where could she be?
I never survived a disaster before. Luckily, I was able to salvage some of my goods, so it wasn't a total loss. If you need anything, feel free to let me know.
Can't you see I'm busy? My ship's crashed upon the ice and I have a lot on my mind right now.
My wife. She's out there somewhere. On the ice. She could be injured. Dying. Or worse, those hideous little creatures might have gotten her. Oh, it was a disaster. We were on our way to Orsinium, my wife and I. She's Lady Sovel, ambassador to the High King. She was coming to negotiate a trade agreement. But the ships went off course. Crashed in the storm. And now Sovel is missing. You want to discuss geography? Now? My wife is missing! We need to find Lady Sovel. She was helping people off one of the wrecks. The other survivors. Captain Henriza won't risk any more sailors, but perhaps you could search the ice for me? High King Emmerich relies upon my dear Sovel. If she were here, she'd know what to do. My Lady Sovel. If it will help, I'll tell you whatever you'd like to know. High King Emmerich sent her to negotiate a lucrative trade agreement with Orsinium. But it's probably too late for that now. What else would you like to know? The last time I saw my wife. Right after we hit the ice. The storm was raging and everything was loud and confusing. Sovel sent me ashore with the first group of survivors. She stayed behind to help, just like she always does. Please find her. It was powerful. Practically a blizzard. I think it blew us off course, but who am I to judge such things? I'm not a sailor and terrible with directions. Sovel says I'd get lost on my own estate if not for all the servants. I'm not sure how these negotiations work. It's really more of Sovel's area of expertise. Without her, I don't know who can deal with Orsinium. We did have an orc with us. Skordo. Sovel thought well of him. But you know how orcs can be.
The ambassador? This one hasn't seen the ambassador since she helped me get off the boat.
I haven't worn shoes since I was knee-high to a mammoth, so I'm not about to start now.
We salvaged a few things from the ship. 2 bottles of grog, a cask of old spiced wine, 4 sacks of black bread flour, a half barrel of heather tea, and 2 bedrolls. At least it wasn't a total loss.
If I were a stronger man, did I hear correctly? Will you be visiting the wrecked ships? If so, perhaps I could impose upon you for a small favor. I apologize for even asking, but I have no qualms admitting that I am no match for even one Reeker, let alone a dozen of the foul creatures. If, during your travels, you happen upon a gold pendant, well, it belongs to me. In light of all the lives lost, it may seem trivial, but I spent a month's wages on the pendant. It was to be a betrothal gift from my lovely Eleni. Thoughts of her beauty helped me survive this terrible disaster. Find it, and I will be in your debt. I appreciate your help. The pendant holds a great deal of sentimental value to me. It's a beautiful piece, crafted of delicate gold and inscribed with my lovely Eleni's initials on the back. There is not another like it for 1,000 and 1,000 leagues. You doubt my word? That pains me. Of course the pendant belongs to me. I am the one that asked you to find it. I am the one who described its perfect beauty. And I am the one who needs to recover it for his betrothed. What other proof do you need? Truth be told, I did not so much lose the pendant as I was forced to leave it behind when we abandoned the wrecked ships. It should still be locked away in a coffer in my cabin, if that part of our ship hasn't sunk into the icy sea.
You don't look familiar. Which of the ships were you sailing on when we hit the ice? I'm the first mate of the flagship, Mateer's Fortune. I came down here to secure the hatches when I saw the ambassador's bodyguard. Then I hit my head. I don't remember anything after that. Now that you mention it, I thought something was wrong. I never sailed with Captain Henriza before, and I never sailed this part of the sea, so I could have been mistaken. I tried to reach the captain, but that's when we ran into the blizzard. I wouldn't want to disparage the captain. She works for Lord Ethian's father, and most of the ships belong to him. Because of the ambassador's mission, they wanted to make an impression. Nobles. Scordo the Knife? He's an orc from North Point. The ambassador brought him along in case we ran into any trouble. He told me that he thought something was going on, and asked me to keep my eyes open. The ambassador? I have no idea. I did see Lady Sovel and the captain having a heated discussion right before the storm hit. Oh dear. I hope the ambassador wasn't injured when we crashed. I'll go check on Lord Ethian. He's a nervous sort.
Whoever you are, can you move some of these damn crates? I'm stuck! Damn furniture tore up my sword arm. I'm practically useless. Stupid ship started collapsing around me. Figured I was gonna sink before I got out from under this mess. Sure, I enjoy being crushed under rubble as I slowly sink into icy water. What kind of question is that? And just who in oblivion are you? I had a feeling I'd be seeing you again. You do have a habit of wandering into the most disastrous situations. Cold Harbor. I'd prefer to forget about that dismal place. I lost a lot of good friends there. A lot. Poor Darien. Do you remember Darien? He was a good man. Let's talk about something less depressing. He did he? Last time I saw that spineless skeever, him and Chorus the Mage were walking away. They left me under here to die. I heard them talking about the captain and the ambassador as they left. He's one of Captain Henrise's lackeys, a shifty-eyed mage who was always skulking around. Didn't like him. Look, help me out. I don't think I can swing a sword right now, but I need to make sure the ambassador is all right. Hard to believe, but not every Breton likes that High King Emmerich made peace with the orcs. They call us savages, and they want Lady Sovel's mission to fail. Captain Henrise wasn't shy about telling the ambassador just what she thought about orcs. That note from Lord Ethian's father. It isn't proof that the captain's done anything to the ambassador, but it does make me feel all warm and happy. Won't be much use in a fight, so I'll follow you. I suggest checking out more of the wrecks, or maybe she headed for that tower over there.
Did you find my dearest Sovel? Please tell me she's all right.
Once Captain Henrise left the camp, I couldn't convince his lordship to remain behind. So I followed along to try to keep him safe. Once Captain
Have you found my wife yet? Please tell me that you know where Sovel is. Where could she be? And why did she have to stay on the ship? She cares for everyone else, but refuses to safeguard herself. Scordo, you were supposed to protect her! Impossible! The captain works for my father. She would never harm my wife. Wait, we saw the captain head toward the signal tower. If that's where Sovel is, then I have to go there too.
Damn milksop is gonna get himself killed. Go after him. I'm in no condition to keep anyone safe at the moment.
Don't hurt me! My father will pay you!
really dislike menacing interlopers.
I'm on top of the tower! Help! I'm on top of the tower! Sovel, she's not here. And I think maybe that mage tried to kill me. Well, maybe he was trying to kill you.
What?
How dare you insinuate such a thing? I would never! I'm as at a loss as to where Soville is as you are. My father promised we would go off course just long enough for Soville to miss her meeting. She wasn't supposed to be harmed. We were just... It was supposed to... The captain has worked for my father for years. Father, you just can't say no to him. He said that the captain would take care of everything. By the gods, what have I done? Soville will never forgive me.
There you are. Scordo found something. While you were up in the signal tower, Scordo did some scouting, and he thinks he figured out where Captain Henriza disappeared to. He went to see if the ambassador was there as well. Just down the path here, he found what looks to be an old smuggler's bolt hole in the rocks. Scordo sent me back so I could tell you all about it. He's waiting for you over there. I'll head back to camp. I need to check on the survivors.
See that cave? That's an old smuggler's hole. I bet my last gold piece that Captain Henriza is in there. Maybe even the ambassador. Nothing really, just a gut feeling. I learned a long time ago not to ignore my gut in situations like this. Besides, I saw one of Henriza's lackeys sneak in there trying to be all stealthy. I'm sure that's where Lady Soville is. Why would you want to reason with someone like that? Do you reason with an angry Wamasu when it's trying to eat your face? No, you... Oh, ogre dung. What's that fool Ethian up to now?
I know you're in there, Henriza! Where's my wife?
Run back to your father, you pathetic little man.
Free my wife at once, you villain!
I'm going to do your father a favor.
She stabbed me! I feel a bit faint.
I did not see that coming. Go after Henriza. I'll see what I can do for Lord Ethian.
Maybe I should sit down.
Will hear of this, you blackguard.
I knew you were nothing but a filthy orc lover. I should have gutted you the moment you entered our camp.
A little help, if you please. If you could untie me, I would greatly appreciate it. And would you know if my husband is safe? He's Lord Ethian, and I made sure he got off the wrecked ship with a few of the crew and passengers. Ethian? My husband? Tried to stand up to Captain Henriza. I never expected him to do such a thing. Ugh. Why didn't he stay with the rescued crew? He was never good in a crisis. Tell me, how bad was he injured? Ugh, this is all Ethian's father's fault. What a vile man his father is. Ethian never could say no to him. Henriza was eager to tell me all about it after she captured me. If Ethian dies because of this, I'll find a way to make his father pay. Thank you. I should go see my husband. My poor Ethian. He wasn't a brave man, but he tried to stand up against that vile Henriza. He did, didn't he? Thank you. Now, I have a job to do. I'll mourn Ethian after I have fulfilled my obligation to High King Emmerich. I'll send Scordo ahead to Orsinium to let them know we are on our way. Perhaps we'll see you there. The orcs will negotiate with me. There's still time to salvage my mission and make sure Ethian's father lives to regret what he set in motion. But thank you. Without your timely assistance, more innocents would have been lost. No, my friend. You've done more than enough. The rest is up to Scordo and me. I knew Baron Matir was a despicable man, but to force his son into this treasonous scheme? I never could quite free Ethian from his father's influence, though. Is it? Ours was an arranged marriage. I suspect that when his father learned of my true political feelings, he was extremely disappointed. Still, Ethian had a good heart, and we got along well. At least we did when his father wasn't interfering. Ethian's father hoped to deal with two problems at the same time. My marriage to his son, and Emmerich's treaty with the orcs. But his scheme led to his own son's death, and he'll answer for that. I plan to tell High King Emmerich everything. I need to focus first on Emmerich's treaty before I can allow myself the luxury of regret. Scordo, I will need you to get to Orsinium as soon as possible.
I need to go. The ambassador wants me to run to Orsinium and let them know she's on her way. They'll negotiate with her, or they'll have me to answer to. I owe her that much after all this trouble.
May I speak with you a moment? I fear you've been misled.
Did that skeever Yaus ask you to find a pendant? Oh, did he now? How typical. If that lech has a fiancé, then I'm the queen of Daggerfall. That pendant is mine. It even has my initial engraved on the back. It was a gift from my parents. It turned up missing shortly before the storm.
Yaus and we became friendly during the voyage, much to my regret. After one particular encounter, I noticed that my pendant was gone. Yaus swore he hadn't seen it, but then I heard him talking to you about it. How dare you call me a liar? Look, I admit that I exaggerated when Yaus admired the pendant. Heat of the moment and all that. He thinks it's an heirloom, but it really only has sentimental value. It reminds me of home. It's mine. I give you my word. Fine, talk to the liar. But be careful. His words fall like nectar from a tree. I thought he liked me, but he only had eyes for the gold around my neck. Because it belongs to me. Why would he be carrying around a gift for his betrothed on a voyage such as this? It makes no sense. He tells a good story. I'll give him that. But in the end, it smells like a guar stall. I'm sure you realize that. Because he's a thief trying to make a quick profit. That pendant is mine. It reminds me of my parents and my home. I admit that I was attracted to Yaus. Got too involved for my own good. But he just wanted to get his hands on my pendant.
Tell me, my good friend, were you successful? Did you find my pendant among the wreckage? You did? That's wonderful. My Eleni is going to be so happy. Now, give me the pendant if you please. I need to keep it safe until I return to Sentinel. Really? Why, that's ridiculous. Who would... Oh, you spoke to Azita, didn't you? Listen, she's just upset. We had a few intimate moments during the voyage, but she wanted more than I could give her. This is just her way of punishing me.
Fine, talk to the... Because it belongs... Because he's a thief trying to make a quick profit. That pendant... Your belief in me is gratifying. I thought I had lost the pendant forever, and with it, my one remaining connection to my home and my parents. Thank you for your help. Now, give me my pendant so I can make sure I won't lose it again.
Kira, are you all right? Don't expect me to come down there. You know I can't stand small spaces. Well, this is fortuitous. You'll never believe what my sister Kirith has gotten herself into this time. I swear she does these things just to vex me. Thank goodness you came by. My sister Kirith and I were surveying the area, trying to get the measure of this dwarven ruin. I turned my back for a single moment and Kirith fell into that hole. Or jumped in for all I know. It happened so fast. Oh, you have no idea. Especially the way Kirith operates. We're on the verge of a major Dwemer discovery. That's why the king invited us here. We're experts, you know. Could you rescue my sister? I'd help, but I don't do that sort of thing. Kira knows better than to jump into strange holes. She knows I can't abide small, dark spaces. Well, yes. Kirith likes to say that we're dungeon delvers, but I prefer to think of myself as the world's foremost expert on dwarven artifacts. When the king invited leaders in their fields to come to Hrothgar, we jumped at the opportunity. You'd be surprised that many so-called scholars refuse to travel to dangerous places. But that's usually where the best sites are located. And then there are the orcs. Most of the explorers that we know tend to find the orcs to be intimidating.
Well, this is a strange place to see a familiar face, but it's a pleasant surprise as well. Did you fall down that hole too? Fell? I'll have you know, I'm an expert dungeon delver. I don't fall, I drop gracefully. But yeah, I certainly wasn't planning on getting down here using that particular method. Hey, where is my brother? I could use his help down here. Now that you mention it, I was hoping to collect a dwarven power core, but the only one I saw was protected by a Thing Guardian. If you could get the core, I'd appreciate it. Raynor loves those things, uses them to build all kinds of devices. Me? I don't need it. But my brother Raynor collects the things, uses them to make all sorts of strange and interesting devices. Since we're down here, I figured we should get one for him. He hasn't had one to tinker with in quite a while. Oh, all sorts of things. Sometimes they don't do what he thought they would, and every so often they explode. But otherwise, he really is a genius. When he isn't being a complete and utter dunce.
My sister tells me you found her. She immediately put you to work, didn't she? She's always been good at getting people to help her out. So tell me, what did she send you off to find? Some shiny bauble to add to her collection? A power core? For me? For all her rough edges, my sister does have a good heart. Thank you for acquiring this for me. With a little tinkering, I'm sure I can use it to complete one of my many Dwemer-related experiments.
I'd take off if I were you. Raynor's going to build something that turns these dwarven constructs into his personal army. Or more likely, there's going to be a massive kaboom. But thanks for the help all the same.
the intruder. Protect the totem.
Did that creature offend you somehow?
I smell something intriguing, something interesting. Wait, no. Don't tell me. It smells like a dead bird. A bird curse. Very unusual, very rare. But I have read about hagravens inflicting such curses on innocent people. Hagravens can be cruel and uncaring creatures. What a shame about the poor people that were transformed. Reverse the curse? What an intriguing concept. I don't know. There may be a way. There's a book around here somewhere that refers to such things. But breaking a curse requires specific ingredients. Would you be willing to obtain such items? Oh, just a few items related to the curse. Let me think. Ah, yes! A potion of feather plucking. I know Tellarnell has one. And an ancient wing bone. I saw one at Rosna's stall. Oh, almost forgot. A frozen egg. Nednor always has one lying around. Go on now. Hurry, hurry. Retrieve the potion and the wing bone. Oh, and the egg, of course. Mustn't forget the egg. I'll be upstairs researching the ritual. We'll conduct it up there when you return. Oh yes, of course. I apologize. I often forget that not everyone knows as much as I do about so many interesting things. What do you want to know more about? A frozen egg. Can't perform any ritual of consequence without one of Nednor's frozen eggs. And they taste so delicious. Utterly sublime. Nednor has a stall in the marketplace. Just tell him it's for me. I'm his best customer. An ancient wingbone, preferably from a prehistoric snow owl or an extinct flightless desert hawk, but any old bird will probably do. Rosna over in the marketplace is sure to have something we can use. Just remind her she owes me a favor. A potion of feather plucking. The perfect concoction for quickly removing feathers from a chicken or other type of poultry, even those burdened by a bird curse. Tellarnell in the alchemy shop is sure to have one. Tell her I said hello.
My potions are more mundane, best used to help around a farm or a homestead. You'd be surprised how many clan wives come by on a regular basis. If you want something more suited to an adventuring life, you'll need to talk to Hydaelyn. Well, now that's one of my most popular elixirs. You'd be amazed how many of those I sell to the clan hearthwives on a regular basis. I'm afraid I'm down to my last one until the next batch is ready. For that reason, it's going to cost you dearly. DJI New? From the Mages Guild? Oh, I haven't seen her since that time we... Oh, well, never mind about that. Still, my potions are made with quality ingredients. Very expensive. Now, let's not be too hasty. Take this and present it to the lovely DJI New with my compliments. And let her know that I'm free next Freydis. I have a bottle of gossamer tawny port I've been saving, and I can't think of a more special occasion.
Hail, champion of the Crucible!
Eggs. Beautiful, glorious eggs. Get your eggs right here. Scramble them, fry them hard, boil them. You can even throw them at people when they annoy you. You can't do that with a tomato. Well, I guess you could, but an egg works so much better.
DJI New? I haven't seen her since we... Well, never mind about that. She does love my frozen eggs, though. I'll bury them in the snow near Chateau Ranch. Freezes them so solid they won't thaw in less than a week. She can't get enough of them. It's for DJI New, right? No charge. Just tell that lusty Argonian that I want to see her on Loridas. She can repay my generosity with a little generosity of her own. And she'll know exactly what I mean.
I carry only the rarest items from the ancient deserts of Alakir. Are you a collector of rare antiquities? If not, then I fear that my wares will be of little interest to you. Have a nice day. Tava smiles in your general direction today, friend, for I do indeed have many ancient bones to choose from. This wing bone, for example, comes from a bird that hasn't been seen alive since the Merethic era. May I ask why such a thing interests you? The lovely DJI New sent you? How intriguing. But as much as I enjoy the fair Argonian's company, I would hate to see such a rare and beautiful item destroyed. Perhaps we should just tell her I wasn't able to help you today, Wayfarer. You would do such a thing? How despicable of you. But I would never do anything to alienate the beautiful Dichinu. Take the wing bone and give it to her with my deepest regards. And remind her that I look forward to our rendezvous on Tortoise.
Yes! Yes! You've returned. How wonderful to see you again. Tell me, were you successful? Did you acquire the items I asked for? Did you get the frozen egg? Excellent! Then we're almost ready to begin the ritual. I just need a moment with this delicious frozen egg. Then we can proceed to remove the curse when you say the word. Frozen egg. So crunchy, so delicious. Now, let's perform the ritual. Let's see. We put the totem and the ancient wing bone in the pot. Then we add the potion. Stand back now. Here comes the good part. Perfect. Just like the book described. I believe the curse has been reversed. Ah, frozen eggs. So crunchy and cold. Yum. And I'm certain that the ritual was a success. The Hag Raven's curse has been reversed. Another satisfying affair, if I do say so myself. Oh, almost certainly. I'm sure that dozens of naked people just fell out of trees somewhere in the wilderness. They're probably cold, though. Maybe I should have omitted the potion of feather plucking. Left them with something to keep them warm.